Hello and welcome to the Legacy Crusaders YouTube channel. This is Benji, and today I'm sharing my round 2 match from my locals last week. My locals has just recently reopened, and I'm going to start recording my matches. Check out Legacy Crusaders on Twitch and on Twitter. I'm going to try and post more live matches in the future. This match is Infernoids because that is the deck I generally play versus my opponent Isaiah, who has a YouTube channel of his own called Wingkaribo1. He's on Traptrix. Now he went first. I don't actually remember who won the dice roll because I kind of blocked it with my on-screen editing. I apologize. But I will link Wingkaribo1 in the description. He posts recorded duels as well. I don't know if he'll be doing commentary. So I'm going to normal summon Decatron, send Petrula so I can pop back row, and I managed to pop his Gravedigger's Trap Hole. He'll then activate his Paleozoic Olenoids, destroying my Forbidden Droplet. And then I'll then he will continue to his turn, normal summon Traptrix Dionea, which gives him access to Serra. Now, I believe Dionea has more attack points, but he wanted to activate his Parallel Exceed. I Valor because I don't want him going into a rank 4. There are some new Traptrix rank 4s, which could be problematic for me. His monster is summoned in defense. I don't believe he had to summon in defense. I actually forget if Parallel Exceed has to go in defense. Either way, when he declares an attack with Serra, I opt to activate Decatron's effect to tribute a monster and banish a card in his graveyard, and I banish Olenoid so he can't bring it back off of a trap activation. So I activate Mystic Mine at the start of my turn, so I can resolve Void Imagination in a future turn, but I activate Infernoid Petrula to pop the set Infinite Impermanence, and my opponent is playing with very few cards in hand. I'll take the life point lead by him activating Upstart Goblin. So Isaiah is going to link into a monster to try and out my board. I want him to maintain an extra deck monster, so locking him under Mystic Mine allows me to resolve cards like Void Imagination without being Ash Blossomed. So he elects not to activate Nightmare Phoenix and discard a card to pop the Mystic Mine, so I activate the quick effect of Petrula to banish a card from his graveyard. I attribute it and banish Traptrix Dionea. That way there's no Traptrix to summon off of another Dionea in the future to potentially go into a rank 4. I draw and set Twin Twister, and now I have Void Imagination, and I didn't activate Twin Twister on a previous turn because I guess I could have given him credit for like Solemn Judgment or something, which might have made it worth activating the Twin. But if I twin and I intended to use my Twin to pop my Mystic Mine, I might run into an Ash Blossom, so I take the shot that if he has Judgment, he would have to activate it immediately. Whereas if he has something else, like Ash, he can activate it immediately as well. So I opt to just leave the Judgment alone. He has Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, which negates activation and destroys a card. I attempt to read his card, but it is not in English, so I needed to be reminded that it destroys my monster, because I do take a while to put it in the graveyard. And I'm trying to decide if I want to activate my Twin Twister to out my Mine, because normally I use Tierra and send Elder Entity into Tess, and I have it destroy Mystic Mine for me, so I can continue to OTK. I believe I opt to just pass, thinking I can just twin whatever card he sets in the end phase while also turning off Mystic Mine at the same time. I probably should have done it in the end phase in case now it was a Judgment, because then Mine would still be on board. So I twin, I hit his Dynamiscus while also turning off Mine by pitching my Ghost Bell. And then I'm going to banish 2 Infernoids to summon a Tondel, 2 more to summon, 3 more I believe, to summon Deviati. So now I can negate a monster, as no trap card's really going to stop me. I can just keep attacking, and a Tondel attacks twice, so I'm going to attack for quite a bit of damage twice and then getting in with Deviati. If he had more cards, I probably would have tried to do more link plays and try and end the game faster. But I'm in a pretty solid position, and I don't want to really worry about getting like Nibiru or something. So Isaiah's just going to scoop just because I have too much advantage, and he probably doesn't have a way to defend. I always forget to say this. Please subscribe if you have not already, and stay tuned for more live duels, how to plays, and so on. The How to Play Heroes episode should be going up fairly soon, so if you're a big fan of the How to Play series, stay tuned for How to Play Heroes and How to Play Pendulum. So Isaiah is going to open with Traptrix Murmillo, which I will Valor, because I'm not as concerned about Sarah, because Sarah would require him to have a trap he can activate immediately, which would be something like Shade Brigandine. Also, I wanted to give him more of a reason to... Actually, I wanted to go into Gravedigger's Trap Hole and have something to negate my hand traps. So I'm going to normal summon Decatron. It's just going to get impermed. I have played this game like 2 weeks ago, so I don't really remember the specifics of the reasons I made a certain play, so I'm going to try and rationalize it in the moment. So Murmillo is going to get activated again. This time I don't have a response. He's going to activate Sarah and get Floodgate Trap Hole, which can't be activated this turn. I will banish my second Decatron from hand and summon Patrula, and pop a Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, which gets chained, so it destroys my Patrula. Next, I just take a shot that there's no out for Imagination, and it seems that he does not. Imagination allows me to get a ton of damage by filling my grave full of Infernoids, giving me the link material I need to set up whatever OTK I can. Generally, my out for being Nibiru'd is that I will just try and set up a second OTK that can take place after I get Nibiru'd. So if my opponent Nibiru's me when setting up for an OTK, occasionally I'll just OTK anyway. Like I'll go into Equimax with 2 guys behind the pointers of Equimax, and then if they try to nib, I'll just negate with Deviati and then link up to access code and then just summon back one of my other big guys and just pop everything and attack anyway. In this case, I go for the easiest method, which is Doolittle Chimera plus 2 big Infernoids, but I am attacking through some very small monsters, so, you know, the exact damage sometimes doesn't work out. Deviati will pop the Floodgate Trap Hole. My monsters are all plus 500. He has not taken damage yet. Atando is going to attack into an 800 monster with 3,300 doing 25. I'll attack again into, I believe it's 16 or 1,700 from Murmillo, and then I get in directly for 34 and 19, which just happens to be game. So that's going to be this match. There will be more matches in the future. I'll try and do better with the table vibrating a little bit. There is a stand I placed on top of the table. Can't control it too much, but I can put it on any table in any locals and record any match. Let me know if there's anything I should change about the live match recordings, and I will see you guys in future videos.